What's up, everybody? My phone is going to die very shortly, but I just had a really great client call today, and I wanted to share some of my excitement about it and also part of the process that we work on together to get the client to their goals and that you can use yourself or start to think about yourself. So, one of my clients who I've worked with for a long time now, actually, she has been working on confidence and anxiety and working on just becoming doing things that fulfill her and make her feel at peace and calm no matter what's going on externally around her. And it's been a process, but I'm so proud of her because she emailed me last week saying that she signed up for a yoga training that she had always wanted to do and finally felt confident enough to sign up. And it made me so happy because it's things like this that are like the before and after story. Like before, she wrote that down on a goals list when she was in college many years ago, and she let it kind of sit there, and she always felt like, well, I don't do it enough. I'm not X enough. I'm not skinny enough, and I can't teach a yoga class. I work for, I have a full-time job and I'm a mom. And she had all the reasons why she couldn't do it and was validating all the reasons why she could wait another year to sign up for her yoga training. And she finally did it last week. And that is so huge because she's finally moving towards her goals and who she wants to be and taking the leap before she feels entirely ready. And that's one of the major life lessons that I always talk about is doing things before you feel ready. Do it messy. Life is messy. You'll never start if you wait until it's the perfect time. And so I was just so excited to see that email come in. And the other thing, so here's a little bit about how we do this, how we bridge the gap between where clients are starting and what their starting stories are and what the stories are that aren't serving them have to do with, and then getting them to the other side, the new story, the empowering story, the story that gets them to their goals. So what you want to do if you want to start this process is first have a little journal or brainstorm session where you write down all of your current heavy stories that you're carrying with you. Like every time I start an exercise program, and I always go to exercise or very surface level examples in these videos, which I don't know why I do that. I think it's just because it's easy to understand, but with clients it goes a little deeper than that. But a lot of times, so here's an example of a story that doesn't serve you. Every time I start an exercise program, I stick to it for 4 weeks, and then when I'm traveling for work or I'm stressed out because I have something going on, an event, or when my regular time when I work out gets interrupted, I stop and I quit and I can't stick to it. And then I'm back on this cycle of, oh, I'm doing it, and then I'm not doing it. So that's an example of a story that doesn't serve you and that a client might want to change. And then what we do is we come up with a new story that would be more empowering, the after picture that they want to see, that they want to get the results from our coaching, the after story that they want. I can't talk. The after story that they want based on how I coach them and the tools that I give them in our coaching. And so their after story might be, now I'm able to consistently stick to exercise program, whether I'm traveling, whether I don't feel like it, blah, 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 because I have the tools in place that allow me to do so. And then the tools is what we talk about on a weekly basis in our coaching sessions. So maybe that means planning something that actually works with your schedule that's shorter, that's more intense, or maybe it means finding an exercise format that actually you enjoy and that you will stick with. Or maybe that means setting it in as an appointment, like non-negotiable, and letting people know around you who usually interrupt you or whatever. So that is kind of the process, a general, very broad overview of how we get clients, or how I get clients from their beginning story of like, I'm not confident to sign up for something I've always wanted to do since I was in college, to I've signed up. I feel, even though I have worries about it, or I feel like, maybe it'll be hard because it's every weekend and I work full time, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing it. I'm committed, whatever it takes. And let's build in the tools so that I can do it with confidence and maintain all the other things I have going on. So that's what coaching is all about. And you should coach yourself. And I do all the stuff I do with my clients. I try to make myself do it too, because why would I want to tell somebody else to do something that I haven't done? And so I've written down my old stories having to do with anything. It could really do with how you act at work, how you act when stressful things come up, how you act with your nutrition, like the common things you just tell yourself, like, oh, I always running out of battery, I gotta go soon. I always do this, I always do that. What's keeping you from your after story? And you can, if you don't know what you want your after story to be yet, one thing that I heard yesterday on a coaching call with my coach actually, was if you were imagining yourself sitting down with Oprah, and she was interviewing you about, like, you are the expert on whatever it is that you're after, what you want in life. Like, if you want to love your job, or you finally mastered being consistent, or whatever it is, if you're sitting down with her and she's asking you, how did you do it, or what you've accomplished, or getting off track, but how you did it, that's the first step to figuring out what's going to bridge the gap between your before and after story, and how you know where to start in order to get to where you want to be. So anyways, hello, thank you for the laughter face. I don't understand what you wrote there because it's in another language, but I hope it's a good thing. And if it's not, luckily I won't know. And then Distorted Flower, hello, how you doing? All right, guys, I am hopping off, but one last thing. It's, if you want just free content all the time, free advice on habits, consistency, health, mindset, go to facebook.com/groups/nextlevelhabits, and join that group, because it's very supportive and I answer people's questions. It's a great way to keep yourself motivated. So thank you, Distorted Flower. Hi, Sam Stubitz. Hope you are doing well, and I will talk to you guys soon.